Hi guys, Laura with Center Stage Magazine coming to you from CRS here in the Omni Hotel in Nashville, and I am joined by the frontmen. Well, I'm joined by two of the frontmen, so let's go ahead and send our well wishes out to Richie, who's sick, and we hope you get well. I'm sorry you couldn't be here. So how are you two doing?
He has a crummy personality anyway, so we're really not missing anything.
Oh, okay, well, so you all just decided to do this and leave Richie out of it, then that was the
He
thing.
doesn't know we're here.
Yeah. We didn't tell him.
No, we're kidding.
Okay, well.
No, he has got that flu bug going around, so we're like, stay in bed, buddy. We don't want to get sick.
Yeah, don't get us sick. Stay there. We kind of like singing and doing this thing, so you stay home. So I have a little bit of a cheat sheet because there's so much to talk about, respectively, individually, and collectively. It is a great project for one. And when I was going back through, because I know you've talked with Missy, about your Tim Rushlow and the big band, and she can't say enough about all three of you. But then I start listening to some of the stuff and listening to you all do the hits, the classic hits that each band that you fronted did. It brought back so much for me of different parts of my life, which brings me to the new single, If It Weren't for Radio. And listening to that one, I was like, oh, that's so true. So how did this all come together, and what's it been like doing If It Weren't for the Radio? What kind of feedback are you getting from radio in general?
No, Tim.
Feedback's been really good, really warm reception. We kind of came at this real organically, just as a fun side project. Richie still sings for Lone Star, Larry still sings for Russell's Heart. It's all original members in those bands, and they're still killing it on tour. As you mentioned, I've got my big band thing going on, so we've got 3 careers. So we don't get to do a lot of frontman shows because there's not a lot of time where all 3 available. We do, but it's usually it's the winter months, or it's a time when the other bands aren't touring. But the idea to record a song was like, wow, and we really hadn't thought it up. The song landed in our lap, and we recognized the specialness of the song. And as you just mentioned, you said the word. You said, yeah, man, all your songs from your different bands are like my life. Well, in the song, If It Wasn't for the Radio, there's this the line, this is the soundtrack of my life. That is what that song stands for, and we recognize there couldn't be a better song for us to try to record than that. So without a record label or anybody on board on a team yet except us, just wanted to make a good record. Our producer Brent Rader recorded a great song with us, and we put it out just to see what would happen, and the reception's been really, really kind of amazing at this level. So we're excited to see kind of where to go and where we might land and where it goes from here.
And so are you all looking forward to and actively pursuing doing more songs together and more originals, and continuing to do the ones that we all love? I mean, they're the songs from each band, Little Texas and Lone Star and Restless Heart, are some of the songs that have either been at somebody's wedding or somebody's favorite breakup song or favorite love song. I mean, or even some of them I'm already there, can relate to a parent-child, of course. Depending on, it can hit somebody differently in every aspect of their life. Is that something you all want to continue to make sure that you share those songs and the stories behind them, and then bring more?
We're in the middle of a frontmen tour right now, so and that's what we do, along with a U.S. combat veteran violin player. He is amazing, Donnie Reese, and we started doing this a while back. Stories behind the songs. And old Richie, who's not here, but he's got great stories.
I'm gonna pick up your slack, Richie.
Great stories about the songs that he's written, and the cool thing about it is we realize after every show we talk to the fans, and they go, "Oh my gosh, you brought back so many memories. It's one of the best concerts I've ever been to." It's just because it's so organic, and we don't even use set lists. We just kind of play off each other and do the hits for an hour and a half or 2, and it's really, really a lot of fun for us, and we've just realized how special a night it can be. So we continue to do it.
Mentioning veterans and military, you all have been doing a lot of touring around the globe for the military, and that has to be rewarding on some aspect of this whole thing, to know that you can give back to them.
Yeah, I mean that's one of our favorite things to do is to go overseas and play for our military. You know, they make an ultimate sacrifice to be gone so we can stay home. When we go to these places, we've been from the most forward operating base in Afghanistan to landing on several aircraft carriers in the Persian Gulf. We've done stuff most civilians never get an opportunity to do.
I hate that part.
He does hate that part.
That COD just doesn't. I don't like it.
You land, COD plane's what you land on an aircraft carrier on. You're sitting backwards and there's no windows and there's just a red light going beep, beep.
So he's just a diva in this whole thing.
No, he's hoping he doesn't puke in his hat because you can get pretty nauseous doing it. But once you get in there in Hangar Bay and you're down there with those jets and there's thousands of sailors and soldiers that are waiting to hear you sing. And what's really stunning, why I think that we have a future at just having fun on the side of our regular projects, is that we watch 21-year-olds who are my kid's age or his kid's age singing back Bluest Eyes in Texas or God Bless Texas or I'm Already There, and they're singing at the top of their lungs, and you're going, how in the world do these kids know these songs?
You know why?
Their parents. That's right. You're right. Their parents know them. So for us, I think the first time we went, it was like, well, I hope they know who we are. You know, maybe you should be bringing over Hunter Hayes or somebody more current, but it works, and they know every song, and that's the thing he mentioned that's been most rewarding. There's a common thread between our bands and in our music, and so when we go hit to hit to hit for 90 minutes to 2 hours, and we could play another hour just of hits, it's a great feeling to know you can celebrate those songs with your colleagues and sing them together and play them together, and then watch an audience for the first time hear those songs with the three of us on the same stage, because we hear every night, man, I'd pay to see one of you, but the fact that there's three of you on one stage in one night is really special, and that's the sentiment that we knew existed and why recording a song was worth a shot.
And we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the radio.
Isn't that true?
That's the truth.
Radio is so important. I cannot imagine a time in my life when, if I try to think of a time that there wasn't either a radio on in the car or the house, or my parents weren't playing something, or I wasn't, or I'd say to a friend, you got to hear this song. It's always been there. And yeah, radio is, I think, just as important, if not more so today, than it was ever. It's always going to be.
Larry says it best, and I'll steal his line. But he said, 35 years in, we would not have a career, and we couldn't say thank you to radio if we didn't have them.
Right.
So we're thankful that they embraced our music, and that we still have a career, and we still get to go sing and provide for our families and sing those songs that radio helped us make a hit.
Right. And we, as a fan, I'm glad too. I'm so glad that you all are still out there doing what you do and loving it as much as you always have. And as a journalist, it just continues to give us more to talk about and more to brag about with you guys. I'm sorry we missed.
Keep bragging on us.
I will. I'll just keep bragging about them. Wait till I write the article up on this.
Good, by the way.
We missed you, Richie, and I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to meet you too, but where everybody can find you, is it thefrontmen.com or where?
Well, social media, we got social media. Just you can go probably search the Frontmen of Country.
Okay.
Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff, we're there.
Instagram.
And there'll be a website in the next month or so, so it'll be up. And so, and come see us on tour. If you hear we're playing somewhere, come see us.
Okay, you guys go check them out. Make sure you get the new single. If it weren't for radio, you're gonna love it. If you've loved any of what each of them have done, you're gonna love this one. And still keep following all of them individually too. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Appreciate
y'all take care.
Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in to our interview here at CRS 2018. Be sure to like us on social media, follow us, share us with your friends, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.